Hey guys, Mike Perna coming at you with just a quick video. Just a couple of things I've been noticing in the market more recently. Before I get to that, again, looking to buy, looking to sell, give me a call, shoot me a text. And again, thank you everyone for all of your referrals. You have no idea how much your business means to us. Again, 248-714-0980. On with the show. Okay, so here there are three mistakes that I'm seeing a lot of buyers kind of repeat over and over in 2020. And a lot of this has to do with, I think, some outside forces pushing on our emotions, as well as just the real estate situation and the pressure that's kind of built up. Number one is allowing emotion to drive our decisions, right? Number two, not having a well thought out, as far as time goes, plan around a purchase, right? And then number three, giving up too easily, right? So number one, what I'm seeing right now is I'm seeing a lot of buyers make some emotional decisions around the offers around a house. And what I mean by that is this: we've got the right house, we've got the right family for that house, and frankly, when the right house comes up and the right family comes up, there are 5 more families that are the right family as well that believe that to be the right house. So now we're seeing 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 offers on the table for that property. And every once in a while, I'm seeing a buyer get just a little stubborn when it comes to a grand or two, stopping them from getting their family into the home that they should be in. Now, I'm all for fighting the good fight and making sure that my buyers are getting the absolute best price and best terms possible. And at the same time, I've had buyers that have lost properties over $500 or even $1,000 in February and March, and they're coming back out into the market again after re-upping their lease, and they're finding that those same properties are $15,000 to $40,000 more expensive, right? So they could have paid an extra grand or two and picked up $10,000 to $30,000, let's call it, in appreciation, but instead they're having to pay more for that same property. Now, the good news is interest rates have lowered substantially between February and now, so their actual payments are less, which is nice, but they're still paying more because, like Case-Shiller is showing and all the studies are showing, our appreciation is going through the roof. Our property values are going through the roof. I mean, again, not to beat a dead horse, but September was the '1 appreciation month for real estate in any month in the last 20 years. And that includes the run-up directly after the recession, and that includes the months of '05, '06 that were wonderful as far as appreciation goes, right? So again, I would advise don't let emotion or sometimes stubbornness overrule you and make a decision that months later you look back on and say, shoot, that $1,000 that I didn't give actually ended up costing me 20 or 30, right? Second, not planning enough time for the move, right? A real estate purchase does take several months, right? We want to have ample time to find the home. We want to have ample time to inspect the home. We want to have ample time to go to a closing. And if any one of those things trip up, if we don't get a home because of a multiple offer situation, if a home inspects super poorly and we got to get you back out of there and back out on the street and looking again, if the home doesn't appraise and the deal tanks, we don't want to be so tight that you have to, again, go either release or just put that purchase off for an entire year because you have a specific time frame in mind and we're pushing too close against it. In addition to that, most sellers are looking at terms in addition to price, right? Not just solely price. And what I mean by that is a lot of sellers right now, they need the money from the closing of their property that they're selling to you to be able to fund the next one, right? And then they also need some move time in between. So I've seen a lot of offers in 2020 that were 1 or even 2% lower than the high offer. And don't forget, on a $300,000-$400,000 property, those percentage points adds up real quick because our buyers planned out properly, they were able to give that extra 30 or 60 days after closing to the seller. They were making that up in the price, right? They got the home they wanted. They just had to wait 30 or 40 days to get it, right, to move in. Not a big deal when you're going to spend 10 years in a property. And then third one, again, just giving up. I see a lot of buyers in this market that they've struggled in the multiple offer situations. They did not make the offers necessary to win the property, and then they've given up. A good example of that actually is a buyer that I had that was looking at a home last year that was on the market at $499, right? Now, what ended up happening was it kind of fell apart on inspection issues, and not to go too deep into it, but the sellers did actually fix whatever was wrong with the property. Now, we were the only offer on that property, and we had gotten them down to $485 to be specific. The sellers decided after this thing fell apart, just take it off the market for a year. The buyers decided just to wait a year and re-enter the market. Now, that same home came up 2 months ago at $550, right? A full $65,000 above what we had negotiated a payment for. And they received 3 offers in 48 hours and sold above $560, because that is how far the market is moving, and that is how fast the market is moving. So guys, sometimes you got to lose one to get one. It's just the market that we're in right now, but I want you guys to keep the faith. And if you do lose one, there will be another one, right? There are literally 8,000 to 9,000 home sales across Metro Detroit and Ann Arbor every single month, month in and month out. You know, we may find a right home, but guess what? If we don't get it, we're going to find another right one, or another right one, or another right one. Keep the faith. So again, don't let emotion drive your decisions. Plan a little bit longer out into the future than you normally would for a home purchase right now, just because of the what have yous. Give yourself a little extra time. And then third, don't give up, keep the faith. And again, guys, any questions, anything I can do, please don't hesitate to reach out anytime, 248-714-0980. Thank you again. Make it a great day.